Imagine a world where success is measured not by the depth of your relationships or the strength of your character, but by the size of your bank account, the brand of your car, or the luxury of your home. A world where the pursuit of material wealth overshadows the pursuit of meaning, connection, and purpose. This is the world we live in, a world shaped by materialism. But is materialism the root of all evil in society? Or is it something more nuanced? Let's dive deeper. First, let's define materialism. In the philosophical sense, materialism is the belief that only physical matter is real, that there's nothing beyond the material world. But in the cultural sense, or economic sense, materialism is about the obsession with possessions, wealth, and physical comfort. It's the idea that happiness can be bought, that success is measured by what you own, and that the more you have, the better your life will be. But what happens when materialism takes over? I want you to take a look at 3 consequences that I have understood. The erosion of relationships. When we prioritize possessions over people, we risk losing the very connections that make life meaningful. Families grow distant, friendships become superficial, and empathy fades. We end up isolated, surrounded by things but starved of genuine human connection. Environmental degradation. The relentless drive for more resources and consumption costs our planet. Forests are cleared, oceans are polluted, and the climate is pushed to its limit. Materialism fuels a cycle of overproduction and waste, leaving future generations to pay the price. Moral decay. When success is measured solely by wealth, ethics often take a back seat. Corruption, inequality, and exploitation thrives. Workers are underpaid, communities are exploited, and the valuable are left behind, all in the name of profit. Now, does this mean materialism is inherently evil? Not necessarily. Materialism, like other things, is neutral. It's the context and the consequences that determine its moral quality. For example, acquiring wealth to support your family or contribute to a society can be a good thing, but hoarding wealth at the expense of others, that's where the problem lies. This brings us to a bigger question. What is good and what is evil? Are the concepts intrinsic to certain actions or do they depend on context? Like, let's suppose murder as an example. Killing an innocent child is widely condemned as evil, but killing a rapist might seem justified by some. Does that mean murder itself is neutral? And it's the context that makes it good or evil. So where does our idea of good and evil come from? For some, it's religion, divine commandments that define right and wrong. For others, it's culture, the norms and values passed down through generations. And for some, it's personal experience and reasoning. A moral compass shaped by reflection and empathy. But here's the danger. Many of us never stop to question where these beliefs came from. We accept them blindly like sheep following the herd. And this brings us back to materialism in today's society. Many people want things not because they truly value them, but because everyone else does. It's the cycle of desire driven by social conditioning, not genuine need or purpose. We chase after possessions, status, and luxury, often without asking why, and in the process we risk losing sight of what truly matters. So do we break free from this cycle? It starts with self-awareness, if you want to, understanding our values and motivations. It requires critical thinking, questioning societal norms, and asking why we believe what we believe. And it demands empathy, recognizing the impact of our actions on others and the world around us. Materialism isn't inherently evil, but its unchecked pursuit can lead to harm, eroding relationships, degrading the environment, and fostering moral decay. The key is balance. We can strive for moral comfort without losing sight of deeper value, love, connection, purpose, and integrity. So let's reflect. What do we truly value? What kind of world do we want to create? By unpacking these questions, by understanding the roots of our beliefs and the consequences of our actions, we can move towards a more thoughtful, intentional, and compassionate way of living. A way of living that prioritizes not just what we have, but who we are and how we connect with others. Because in the end, it's not the things we own that define us. It's the choices we make and the lives we touch. And this is where I end my rant.